Finding the best yield on Solana can sometimes feel like playing a game of whack-a-mole. By the time you move your money, the rate drops, and by the time you check again, the opportunity has gone. That is where Lince Finance steps in with their beta program, which is currently open, and the potential airdrop, as they do have their points campaign live as well. This protocol lets you decide your risk tolerance and then puts your money to work in one of 6 automatic farms with daily rebalances and farms points for multiple airdrops all at once. And best of all, it is still really new with, on their Twitter, only 3,000 followers. So I think it's a good opportunity to potentially park some funds. So how Lince Finance works is that with the stablecoins which you deposit, you can choose a strategy which has an APY of 5%, with the safe strategies using the stablecoins to get yields all the way up to 40%, with the most high risk strategies where they are diversifying these funds into other tokens with higher yields, and not just yield farming, but a lot more aggressive staking strategies. So taking a look at some of these strategies, I have documented them in my article, but a few of the key ones are the Sentinel, which is the lowest one, where it's 100% stablecoins focused on lending and the lowest risk. We have Balancer, which is what I'm currently in, where we have a mix. We have some stablecoins, some Solana, some BTC, but we also have some Bonk token in there. And then on the more aggressive side with the Apex Predator, we're in a lot more allocated to crypto. We have perp liquidity provision and the highest risk. And this screenshot right here on their Twitter actually shows the current APYs of the different strategies. So to get started, if you do want to use this, you will have to join their beta. So the program did recently release, as I said, and when you load up, you will be brought to their default page. And what you will have to do is launch the app. So once you do this, you will be brought to a page where you are able to sign up or connect your wallet. I'm already signed in, so what I'm going to do is sign out. So the screen will look like this. I normally recommend signing up with a wallet, so that is what I'll do. I will connect my wallet, and once you've done this, you will have to enter a code at this point. So I already have, but a box will pop up to enter a code, and I already have one of them, and it is listed in this article right here, and it is right here. I'll put it in the description as well, but it's TZZDGWPAL, and once you enter that, you will be officially signed up, and then you'll have a box pop up asking what strategy you want to choose to start. So for me, I started with the Balancer, and the strategy you pick does depend on what the market is doing, as you can actually, your funds are slightly more at risk with the more risky strategies. So you can only pick one strategy with your funds. You can't pick multiple, but of course one strategy does diversify. So in this Balancer, you can see we've got Solana, USDC, BTC, Bonk, and ETH, and you can see the percent allocation. So we're actually quite heavily in Solana with this one. So what that's saying is you do have market exposure with this. So if you are just wanting a pure stablecoin farm, this potentially isn't the best option, or you can go with the Sentinel, which is the safe one for this, and you can still earn points on the platform. But I wanted a more balanced profile, especially with Solana on a bit of a dip right now. But as you can see, it has the APY for each token, and then it also has my allocation and obviously how much dollars. This is $100. But once you expand the boxes, you can actually see where the liquidity is being provided. So if I expand a few of these, you can see Solana is on Adrena and Jupiter, and the USDC is on the same, but we're also on Onray and Humor. So I have actually articles on both of these as well. But obviously Onray is for a real world asset, and that's how they get their yield. And Humor is also in the business of giving out IRL kind of loans. But what's interesting is we can see a little bit of Bonk here. And as you can see, that has the highest APY, but obviously the lowest amount, as we don't want the risk, as that is the most volatile token listed here. But how do the actual points work on this platform? So how they work is you get 1 point per dollar deposited per day. So if I have $10,000, I will get 10,000 points a day. And if we click over to the leaderboard, we can see the kind of points people have right now. And there's only 229 people on here for season 1. And we also have some other bonuses we are able to get. So first of all, referral, you get a 20% points boost, but this is mandatory when you sign up. Second of all, we do have these challenges right here, share your strategy and trick or treat. And these will change over time as well. So if you do these, that's basically, the equivalent of having $10,000 deposited, which is obviously quite a lot. But we do also have this NFT as well, which was already given out. So if I click on these, basically what they're asking you to do is make a tweet about your strategy and you will earn some extra points. So for this one, you're literally posting what you chose, putting it on Twitter, and you will get these bonus points. And obviously the reason I chose this is the market's on a bit of a dip, and I don't want to be crazy risky with this strategy, but I don't want the safest one either. But I do plan to up my deposit a bit, so it's very easy to withdraw and deposit. And obviously you can either do crypto or fiat. I did straight from my wallet, but you can deposit straight away USDC. And that's pretty much all there is to it. This is a nice new opportunity for you to get in on the ground floor and, earn as much points as possible while also getting a diversified yield.